Hello and welcome to Inside Kyalami 9 Hour. Today we're talking about roundish and it's not my shape, and we're going into the pits with the gunman. I'm here with gunman Gerald. We're talking tires. Now obviously pit stops have to happen. How do you know they're coming in?
We normally try and plan a lap ahead, and then otherwise if it might start raining, the cars also needs to come in for wets. Or if the driver is complaining about the car getting undrivable, we'll normally plan and get the car in. From there on we get the pit crew ready, and the car can come in for the pit stop.
So the car's on its way in. How do you feel?
Well, the moment when it gets to our work, we're very anxious. So the car gets lifted up, we need to start changing the tires. We normally start either from the left front or the left rear, going around the car, putting all 4 tires on. There's certain rules which the tire needs to be set on a certain way, and then also the nut is not allowed to fall, which can cause a penalty, but we're very anxious.
You make it sound like it's so simple, but I mean there's a car hurtling down the pit lane at 80 kilometers an hour towards you.
Yeah, look, I think it's something you get used to, but in the beginning for someone new in the crew, I think always for them it's kind of tough. But for us that's used to it and does a lot of endurance racing, you get used to it. But every single time the car enters the pit lane, you're stressed.
There's a lot of trust between you and the driver.
100%, because you need to trust the driver that it's not going to drive over you.
And he needs to trust you that you didn't put his wheel on properly.
Yes, that might also be causing a big problem. If the wheel is not fitted correctly or fitted correctly, that can cause a lot of problems, wheels coming off, and can cause a lot of damage.
So you see, the gunmen here are very important people.
So over here we have just a regular steering wheel, quite different to the ones we're going to be seeing during the Kyalami 9 Hour. I mean, I just use these buttons to play my favorite songs as loud as possible, but I think the buttons on the GT3 cars are going to look a little different.
Yes, Nicole, it is very different. Here you can see we can actually remove the steering wheel from the car. You have your gear shifts. Your hydraulic catch is all on the steering wheel. Your traction control, which you can change up and down, and this is obviously when the weather changes, you want to adjust that. Your ABS features, which is all related to your braking. Speed limiter button on your steering wheel. You have your on-off switch, so when you come into the pit, you got to turn the engine off before everything can start happening. Drink feature, so when you get thirsty out there, you can drink something. Timer button, so when you enter the pit, you click your timer button so you can actually time the allocation and how long you're allowed to be in pit lane for. Flashing button, so when someone doesn't get out your way, you can make sure they move. Wiper feature, your radio, which is really important to get to the guys in the pits. Lots of buttons on the steering wheel, and as you go along, you learn more and more about them. So one thing you can't control, Nicole, is the volume for your music.
Oh, damn it, man!
Well, there you have it for episode 4 of Inside Kyalami 9 Hour. Make sure you tune in tomorrow afternoon for our next episode.